All right, so let's go ahead and get going here. So if you don't know, my name is Libby Benedict. I am an NASM certified personal trainer. I am very passionate about health and fitness, and I love sharing tips and tricks and exercise hacks with everyone that I can. So I'm super excited to be sharing this with you guys today. We are gonna be talking about getting fit while you sit. So I'm seated here in my chair. I'm assuming most of you or all of you are seated as well, and that's what we're talking about today. So we're gonna be talking about some fitness moves. We're gonna get our blood pumping here in a little bit, but I wanna start off by talking about our days. So if you would, in the chat for me, tell me this. Are you sitting more than you're standing? Are you about 50-50? Or do you stand or move more than you sit? So what would be your ratio? Thinking about your average day to day, tell me in the chat. 1, if you are sitting more than you're standing. 2, if it's 50-50, or put a 3 if you're standing or moving more than you're sitting. Let's see how we're all doing. Let's see what the average looks like for you guys. For me, I would say I definitely try to be a 2, but sometimes I am sitting more than I'm standing just because I am working like most of you probably are. So I'm seeing a lot of 1s. Like during the workday, it's definitely a 1, 1, 1, 1. Yeah, so that's pretty typical. So you don't have to feel bad about that. This isn't a little trick question. Most of us are sedentary more than we're standing or more than we're moving. And this is actually a really big problem for a lot of people. There's a great study out there that shows that construction workers are actually less likely to see their doctors or physical therapists for pain than office desk workers, which a lot of us are. A lot of us are sitting at our offices during the day. So that's a huge, crazy thing to me. I would have never thought that construction workers would have less pain than office workers, but it's true. So today we're talking about movement, and why is this so important for us? So number 1, illness prevention, right? So diabetes, type 2 diabetes, things like heart disease, stroke, depression, anxiety, loneliness, things like that. Movement can actually, and has been shown scientifically, to greatly decrease the chance of those things. So it really, really helps to also break the stress cycle as well. So a lot of us experience stress, unfortunately, throughout our days, and movement has been shown to break that cycle and really, boost our mood and get our blood pumping. So definitely helps with that. Also, it helps with our sleep. So movement is a key factor in helping us get better quality and longer sleep. And sleep is so, so important when it comes to health and fitness, especially if you're trying to lose weight or you're trying to live a healthy lifestyle. So making sure we get in that sleep, movement definitely helps. And then also, movement is amazing for preventing injury and pain. So there are actually 5 different pain points that I want to talk about with you today. But since we're here in the chat, I want you to tell me if you experience pain throughout the day on average. Tell me in the chat where it is. Thinking about doing a head to toe body scan. If you have one of those wands, right, like they have in the airport checking for things. If you could take a wand from head to toe, tell me, scanning your body where you feel that pain. Your back, your neck, yes. Unfortunately, that's very common. Shoulders and upper back, absolutely. Definitely. Yes. So it's great that you can acknowledge that and see where it is, but not so great that we experience it, right? And I absolutely experience the same thing because I also work on a computer. I also work on my phone. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how we can help with that and then show you some moves to help with that as well. So talking about the 5 pain points, you hit on some of them here, which, left knee. Okay, that's interesting. So you might have some imbalances there. We'll talk about that too. So the 5 pain points are typically, especially from the jobs that we have, our neck. Think about when you're sitting at your computer, how are most of us sitting? Most of us are probably not here with our shoulders rolled back and our pulled down and our perfect posture, right? A lot of us might be here while working on the computer. Your neck is down, your shoulders are rolled forward instead of rolled back, right? So our neck can definitely be painful in terms of sitting at a desk. Now, again, in the chat, if you're taking a look at your computer, and most of you are probably watching me on a computer or on your phone, but take a look at your monitor and where you're watching me. Are you looking straight ahead so that your neck is in full alignment? Are you looking up at your monitor, or are you looking down at your monitor? Put a 1 if you're looking up, a 2 if you're looking straight, and a 3 if your neck is turned down to see me. Okay. Good, so we've got some twos, that's great, and I have a couple other slightly up, some down. Okay, so a variety of numbers, and we really would love for that to be everybody at a 2. Everybody looking straight at their monitor when you are sitting, because when you're looking down, you're pulling on those neck muscles. When you're looking up, you're straining that alignment in your body. So we definitely want to make sure, if possible, that we can have our monitors straight ahead, especially also if you're looking at your phone here. So when I'm looking at my phone, I'm definitely, guilty of looking down, and my shoulders might be hunched instead of looking up here, because that's not as comfortable, but that is how we're going to have the most healthy posture. So trying to make sure whatever device that we're looking at for a long period throughout the day is up so that our head and neck can be up. So the next one is our upper back and shoulders, and several of you said that you have pain in your upper back and shoulders. So again, posture. So when you're sitting down, whether it's at your computer, in your chair, are we like this? A lot of us tend to sink down. If you have an 8-hour workday, you're not thinking about sitting up and bracing your core and holding your shoulders back and down. A lot of us probably look like this in our chairs, maybe even like this if we're feeling a little bit more tired throughout the day. So for our alignment, for our neck, we want us to be facing forward as much as possible, not have our heads down or up. We also want to have those ears aligned with our shoulders. So instead of a hunched shoulder here, we want to have those shoulders rolled back and down, shoulder blades are back, chest is open, so that our ears are right over our shoulders and our neck is in good alignment. So that's really going to help you without doing anything else. If you can make those changes, that's really going to help you with some of your pain. The next one is our lower back and hips. Again, a couple of you said that you had pain there. So when we're sitting in a chair without anything else going on, gravity is pushing on our lower back and our hips, and we're not in good alignment in a chair, which we can't really help. We can't just be standing up at all times throughout the day. But when we're sitting in this chair, our hip flexors are painful, our back is painful. Another thing that a lot of us do is cross our legs. And when we cross our legs, our hips go like this, right? Or like this. So we're automatically putting our body out of alignment. Yes, guilty right there, right? So crossing our legs is comfortable, right? It's a good sitting position, but it is hard not to. It definitely is. And when I worked in an office a few years ago, I crossed my legs 10 out of 10 times of the day, but it really is bad for our bodies. So if you're someone that likes to cross, maybe cross those ankles if crossing your legs is just a habit, and then you can slowly get out of that habit. But it really does throw our bodies out of alignment. So if you're noticing that you have hip or low back issues and you are a chronic leg crosser, you may want to adjust and stop with crossing those legs. And then also thinking about our chairs, when you're sitting in your chair, you want to make sure that your chair is the right height. So you can see here my hips and my knees are actually in that nice straight line. My legs aren't up here or down here. So thinking about your chair, if it is an adjustable height, try to adjust it so that your hips and your knees are in alignment. And then when your feet hit the ground, those legs are at that good 90-degree angle here. So that is going to help you prevent some of that low back and maybe knee pain as well. Your chair might be the wrong height. You have a foot stand that helps. That's amazing. Yes, feet stands or foot stands can really, really help take some of that pressure off of your hips. So great stuff. And then we also have our elbows. So again, tell me in the chat here, if you're typing at your computer, are your elbows above the keyboard, right at the keyboard, or below? So give me a 1 if they're above, a 2 if they're right in line, or a 3 if they're below your keyboard. So on average, how are we looking? 2, 3. Okay, so I'm getting a lot of 2.4. Okay, I like it. 2s and 3s here. Okay, great. So none of us are up here, which is really good because that puts pressure on our shoulders and necks, but we do want to ideally be at that 2. So again, if you can adjust your chair or get an adjustable desk, like a standing desk or a desk that moves up and down, that's really great because we don't want to put any tension or pain on those elbows, which then shoots up to the arms and the neck. And then finally, we have our wrists. So our wrists can play a huge part in pain that eventually spreads. We don't want to get anything like carpal tunnel or anything like that for our wrists. So again, if you are sitting at your desk and your arms are below, think about how much stress you're placing on your wrists because they should be here, but they're here, right? So just adjusting the height of our chair can actually help our wrists, which then helps our elbows, and then we're helping our shoulders not be here or slouched, but we're rolled back and down. Our shoulder's in line with our elbow. We got that 90-degree elbow is to our wrist. So super important when you're thinking about your office setup or your office placement. That's where we want to be. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get into the work, the exercises, the movement that we're going to be doing today. So we're going to start with some wrist stretching. So wrist stretching is really important because if you're typing on a computer or maybe you're, filling things with your hands, doing things with your hands, wrist mobility and wrist stretching is really important. So we're going to go ahead and do that now. Feel free to keep those cameras off, but be stretching with me. So we're going to start with one arm out in front of us. Again, shoulders are rolled back and down. Make sure those shoulders aren't hunching up towards your ears. We're gonna pull one of those wrists backwards. Nice and gentle, nothing crazy. If anything hurts today, just do a little bit less range of motion. But we're gonna gently pull on our wrists. And as we do all of our movements today, you wanna be thinking about breathing in, nice deep breath in through your nose, and then big exhale out of your mouth. All right, now let's flip that hand forward. And again, we're just gonna gently pull right on that wrist. Again, making sure those shoulders aren't creeping up towards your ears. We have those nice and down, good. All right, now let's switch to that other wrist. So roll it out here for a second. Other wrist comes up, we're gonna pull back. Here's how we're looking from the front. Again, gentle pulling is where we wanna be right here. Taking some deep breaths, rolling those shoulders back, proud chest in that chair. All right, and bringing that hand down. Again, gentle pulling, nothing crazy, nothing that hurts. Good. All right, now we're gonna sit straight up again. Arms are gonna come out in front. We're gonna twist inside and outside. So it's kind of like a fun little dance, right? You could put a little snap in there, but twisting in and out. Again, here's from the side. Taking it nice and slow, deep breaths here. Good. All right, shake it out. We're gonna do some windshield wipers here. So we're just gonna go out and in with those hands. Again, taking it whatever pace feels good for you. Out and in, out and in. Good. All right, and let's stretch it out one more time. Notice if it feels any different now that we're doing it for the second time. So we'll do a little bit less time here, but does it feel a little bit more mobile when you pull back on that hand? Now that we've stretched it out a little bit. All right, and bringing it back down. Nice gentle pull on that wrist. All right, shake it, other side here. Just getting everything nice and warm. And down. All right, shaking out those wrists. Are we ready to go? Loosened it up. Okay, awesome. Nice. So that's exactly what we're trying to do. And wrist stretching is something that you can do at any time of the day, no matter where you are. We can always be stretching our wrists, especially if you're typing on your computer and you're thinking, oh, wow, that doesn't feel very good. Stretching out your wrists can be very beneficial. So, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and put my hair back in a ponytail. You never thought to do that one. Okay, awesome. Yeah, so sometimes we just don't think to, stretch things out. And that's why I want to show you these exercises today, because we are going to be working on our mobility, working on our desk, and our getting fit while we sit. So how long should we hold the stretch? So when you're stretching, there's a couple different types of stretching that you can do. For stretches like this, where you're going to be, holding them maybe throughout the day here and there, 15 seconds is a good amount of time to be thinking about stretching, holding each move. About 20 seconds would be the max that you want to hold one for. If you're going through a dynamic motion of stretching, then you want to continuously move. But if we're doing some static stretching like we just did, you want to hold that between like 15 and 20 seconds. So great question. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stand up here just so we can see a little bit better how the body is moving. I want us to breathe together. Now that might be kind of funny because of course we breathe every single day to survive, but I want to talk about the different types of breathing before we get into the exercises. So place one hand on your chest, one hand on your stomach, and we're just going to take 3 deep breaths together. So go ahead and breathe with me. Big inhale and big exhale. Again, big inhale and big exhale. One more, big inhale and exhale. Now, when you were breathing, you don't have to put it in the chat, but think about which hand was moving on your inhale and exhale. Were you breathing with your chest, or were you breathing with your stomach? So that's called diaphragmatic breathing, when we can move our stomach in and out while we breathe. It's great for athletes, musicians, people like that. And that's a really great way for us to breathe as well. So when we're breathing, taking those nice deep breaths, we want to be thinking about how we're breathing. The deepest type of breath we can get is going to be that diaphragm breathing. So when you're breathing, it does take a little bit of work. It's not just going to come naturally if you've never done it before, but try to think about that as we get through our moves today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and get started with a couple standing stretches here. So roll those shoulders back and down. As we go through our exercises today, you want to try to have ear aligned with shoulder, aligned with elbow, aligned with hips and knees. And then as we move, it'll get out, but trying to reset back to that. So take your arms, press them down away from you, and you're going to tilt your head to one side here. Now this can be done seated if you'd prefer, but I like to do it standing still right here in front of my chair, so you don't need any extra room. And then when you're ready, if it feels good, you can gently pull on your head here, getting that slow stretch along here. And as we are here, I want you to kind of pitter patter those fingers up and down your neck and your shoulder. And if you feel any pain at any certain point, go ahead and massage it, small circles right there. And just taking a moment to do that here as we stretch it out, feeling where you may have some pain. Good. A couple more seconds on this side, pressing. Good. All right, let's slowly take it to the other side. Press that hand. You can take a gentle pull of the head here. Good. And then again, pitter-pattering those fingers along the neck and shoulder. You can take it around back to your traps, down the front of your shoulder. Again, if you feel any pain, go ahead and gently massage it. Massaging is excellent for getting that blood flow, for removing that pain and that tension. And you can do this for as long as you want to, right at your desk while you're reading an email or watching a Zoom video like we're doing right now. So it's a really great way to kind of take out some of that pressure. All right, shake it out. We're gonna bring those hands behind our body here, interlace your fingers, and you're just gonna bend forward. If your hands only go to here, that's totally fine. But if you can bring those hands up a little bit more as you stretch, you're gonna get a deeper stretch in that shoulder, and then let your head fall down. Right here, you can shake your head no, say no to stress, no to pain. Good. Then we're gonna slowly roll it up. Then we're gonna interlace those fingers in front of us. We're gonna press away. We're rolling those shoulders forward. So we have a round back here. We're pressing our hands as much as we can right out in front of us. And then we're gonna roll those shoulders back and down and press right here. Hands are interlocked. And then bring those arms overhead, trying to bring your shoulders right up to your ear here. And take some deep breaths. Your arms are right here. You can sit for this one if you want to. Try to bring your head down and then back very gently, very slowly. Good. Now we're going to lean over to one side. You can take those fingers out if you'd like to. Just grab onto one of your wrists. Nice gentle stretch here. Try to keep those shoulders facing front instead of twisting the body. Trying to keep those in alignment. And then slowly reach into the other side. We're just getting everything nice and loose and warmed up for our little workout we're going to get to in just a second here. All right, so bring those arms down. We're going to bring them out and round in front of us. We're going to wrap and then open, wrap and open. Let's do two more here. Last one, tight squeeze. Great, awesome, great job, guys. So hope we're feeling good, hope we're feeling stretched and ready to go. I'm gonna put on a little bit of music here, and we are gonna go ahead and get into the little workout part. So as we go through this, we're gonna do some cardio, a little bit of strength work, and then at the end, we'll get a little bit of yoga and stretching in so that you leave this session feeling relaxed, stretched, and calm. Let me know, please, if the music is too loud for you guys. I try to make it so that it won't be, but if it is, tell me in the chat, unmute yourself, let me know. I want to make sure it's not too loud for you guys. Alrighty, so we are going to be doing everything either on our chair or right in front of our chair. So you guys do not have to have a lot of room here. This is stuff that you can do anywhere you are. So we're going to go ahead and start with some marching. We're going to bring those arms out wide in front of us. We're going to march those legs up and down. Perfect, awesome, thank you. We're marching here. If your legs only come up right off the ground, if those toes can only just barely pop up, that's all right, but we're trying to march. All right, now plant those feet on the ground. We're leaning forward. We're running with just our arms. Pump those arms strong. Good. Good job. Pick up the pace if you can. Pump those arms. Here we go. We're getting fit while we sit. Good. 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Bring those arms wide and in. Wide and in. Here we go. We're going to get our heart rate up. Woo. Good. You got 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. We're taking it right to sit to stand. Here we go. Up, down, up, and down. Good, we're driving through our heels up off the floor here. Let's pick up that pace. Good, just tapping the booty on the chair. All right, let's take it slow. Sit to stand. Sit, stand. Good. All right, let's hover over that chair, pulse. Pulse. Good, try to keep that chest nice and tall, shoulders rolled back and down, pulse, pulse. 3, 2, 1, good. Sit it down, stand it up. Let's bring those arms out in front. Inhale as you sit, exhale as you stand. Let's bring those arms down as we stand, out in front as we sit. Good. 2 more here, and then we're taking into our pulses. Last one. Hover over that chair, arms out in front, pulse. If you can't keep those arms out, that's all right. Put them on those hips. You got 3, 2, 1. Nice job. All right, sitting back down here. We're gonna be doing some seated jumping jacks. So we're gonna take arms out, one to the side and to the other. Think about your breathing here. You're gonna put that hand on your stomach. Remind yourself to breathe through that diaphragm. Let's see if we can do 2 in the middle. 1, 1, double, double. Good. Single, single, double, double. You got it. Nice. Double here. Single, single, double, double. Great. Can we pick up that pace here? Double, double, single, single, double, double. Here we go. Woo. Nice. You got it. Last doubles here. Good. All right, bring those arms out and in, out and in. Yes, we're gonna be all low impact today. You are so welcome. Exhale as you bring those arms out. Good. All right, keep those arms here. We're gonna twist, twist, bring that knee up. Twist, twist, lift. Twist, twist, lift. Good. Twist, twist, lift. All right, let's pick up that pace a little bit here. Lift, twist, twist, lift. Here we go. You got 2 twists, 1 lift. Big exhale as you bring that knee up. Good. Check on those shoulders. Are they down and away from your ears? Excellent work. Can we bring those arms out here? Twist, twist, crunch. Twist, twist, crunch. Great work. Awesome job. We're strengthening our core, we're strengthening our arms, strengthening those legs. Last one here. Great job. All right, shake it out. We're taking it right to our bicep curls, so bring those hands wide. Curl up and down. Up and down. Good. Let's take it to one at a time. We're gonna bring up that pace. Brace your core here. Flex those hands, getting stronger with just our bodies here. Make sure you're breathing, shoulders are back. Nice. 3, 2, 1. Flip those hands up. Raise the roof, here we go. Press overhead. Strong, every movement has intention. Great work, guys. Can we pick up the pace just a little bit? Good. In 3, 2, 1. Nice. Shake out those arms. We're taking it to some chair sit-ups. Can you add weights to the curls and lift your arms towards the sky? Absolutely. If you've got weights available, you can always add those weights in. Perfect question. All right, so now we're going to place those knees, or our hands on our knees. We're going to roll back in our chair. 1, 2, come up. 3, 4, roll. 1, 2, come up. Think about a string pulling you. 3, 4, roll back. 1, 2, string pulling you. 3, 4. We're strengthening our core here. We're thinking about rounding out that back as we pull up. Shoulder blades are back and down. Core is pulling us up. You got 2 more here. 3, 4. Last one. Roll. 1, 2, and forward. 3, 4. Nice job. All right, let's place those hands together into like this prayer position. You're gonna rotate those hands toward me. Your palms are pressing in as hard as you can. We're gonna slowly bring those arms out. Press, press. Think about activating those chest muscles. Press, press. Good. When we get to the middle, we're gonna pulse, pulse, pulse. Good. Hold those hands. 3, 2, 1. Now we bring it in. Nice and slow. We're pressing those palms together as hard as you can. Good. Good. All right, now we're gonna shake it out. We're gonna have one palm over the other. We're gonna bring it in and we pulse up. 10, 9, 8, 7. Really press those hands together. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. We're gonna take those arms out, press down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're coming back in. Other hand on top. We press. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo! Shake it out. Grab some water if you have it. We're gonna take a little bit of a rest here and then we're gonna get back into the strength portion of this workout. How are you guys feeling? Hope you're feeling good. Grab some water. We're gonna get started in just a second. Hey, I love it. Apple Watch is happy with you today. That's great. All right, rest is done. Let's get right back into it. Especially after shoulder surgery, helpful. Awesome, I love that. And you can definitely get that burn going. I for sure have a burn going without any weights, without going to the gym. So that's awesome. Let's get back into our strength portion. So bring those arms back down again. We're pressing down, down. Again, remember shoulders are back and down away from those ears. You got 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We flip up, up, right here. So palms are activated. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring those arms to your shoulders. We come in, out, good. Thinking about your core here. As your core brace, can you feel those abs tightening? In and out. Great work. Awesome job. All right, we're gonna work on those shoulders. If you've got neck and shoulder pain, this is gonna help you. So arms come out wide, hands are flexed. We pull those shoulder blades back and down, arms are behind us, and press out. We're gonna take it slow at first. Big inhale as you pull in, exhale as you come out. Good. Let's bring up that pace a little bit. Here we go. Squeeze and press. Squeeze and press. Good. Perfect. Can we go even a little bit faster here? Burn out those shoulders. Good. You're almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Awesome job. We're taking it to wide arm circles. So we're gonna have our fists here. We're circling forward. Good, deep breaths. Squeeze that core. Make sure those shoulders are down. We're not here, we're right here. In 3, 2, 1, switch directions. Your shoulders should be burning here. Great work, you got 10 seconds on this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, shake it out. All right, we're gonna take one final exercise here, that prayer pulse. Squeezing those elbows together. This time our hands are facing each other. You've got 10 seconds. Let's go. 8, 7, 6, 5. Press, press, press. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Shake out those arms. Awesome job on those, guys. We are going to get into a little bit of our stretching and yoga-ish session here. So I'm going to go ahead and turn on a little bit more calming music so we can get into that mindset. Again, let me know in the chat if it's too loud for you guys. So we're gonna sit on the edge of your chair here. We're gonna try to get into that calm mindset here. So we're gonna bring our arms out. Perfect, thank you so much. All right, we're gonna bring those arms out. Big inhale here. Big exhale. Again, big inhale. And when you bring it down, let's take it to a twist. So you're gonna bring one hand to the opposite arm, or opposite leg, excuse me. You're gonna rotate your body here. Feet are forward. And you're gonna feel that nice rotation in the waist here. Nice deep breath. All right, again, big inhale. Exhale, twist, grabbing that opposite knee. Taking some nice deep breaths. If you want to, you can close your eyes as we breathe in these positions. All right, now we're gonna make it a little more fluid. So we're gonna breathe in, big inhale, exhale, twist. Good, breathe in, inhale, exhale, twist. One more on each side. Inhale, twist. Last one, inhale, twist. Good, awesome. All right, now we're gonna place one foot in front of us. Have one leg out, one leg in. We're gonna reach those arms up here so they're almost up towards our ears. And we're just gonna lean forward right until you feel like your back wants to round. So fight against that feeling. Arms are up, we're gonna stretch. You should feel that nice stretch in the back of your leg here and that hamstring, maybe your calf. And then if it feels good, we're gonna reach down, round that back, and reach towards your toe. If you can't reach the toe, go ahead and reach towards that knee. Just feel that good stretch here. All right, again, coming up to top. We're gonna switch those legs. Other leg comes out in front, feeling that good deep stretch. Reaching just until your back wants to round. Don't let it happen. Stay up straight. Deep breaths throughout every stretch. And lean down towards that toe, rounding out your back, stretching out that neck. Again, if you can't reach your toe, that's all right. Just reach towards that knee. I'm getting tired and I need somewhere to begin. Deep breath. All right, slowly rolling up here. Again, sitting on the edge of your chair. We're gonna try to place one foot on the knee here. If you can't quite reach up towards the knee, you can go ahead and place it below the knee, wherever feels good for you. We're just trying to stretch out that hip flexor and that glute. All right, so placing that foot on the knee if you can. Again, we're gonna reach those arms up towards our ears and just slight lean forward here. Again, we're taking nice deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. If it feels good, go ahead and roll down. You can place those hands behind the leg. All right, slow roll up. We're gonna switch sides. That ankle foot is either on the knee or right below. Reaching those arms up, slight lean forward. Feel that stretch in your hip flexor, in that glute. And then if it feels good, we're gonna lean down. If you can only get to here, that's totally fine, or you can stay here with those arms up. Another option is to pull that leg up, so there's a little bit less tension on that glute. Big deep breaths in through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. All right, bringing that leg down. We're gonna bring those arms overhead, and then you're gonna bend to fold right over those knees. So we're here, letting your head completely relax. This is gonna take some pressure off of your back, off of your hips. We're gonna stay here for just a second. All right, slowly rolling up here. We're actually gonna bring those legs a little bit wider. You're gonna take those elbows and try to gently press so that that's gonna open up the pelvis, open up those hip flexors. You're gonna get a little bit more of a stretch here. If you can only come here, that's all right. Just gently take that tension and pull out on those knees. Good. Can you walk those feet out a little further and feel that good stretch here? Again, if you can get down with those elbows, get that deeper stretch, feel free to do so. And then if it feels comfortable staying with those wide feet, you're gonna reach those hands down towards the ground and let your head relax. If you can't get those hands down, just go ahead and relax the head right here. Again, deep breaths. All right, and while we have these legs wide, rolling up, we're gonna bring those arms up and get that slight forward lean. We're training our back to not round out. So get to that point where your back wants to round and fight against it. All right, now while we're sitting here, you can bring those legs in a little bit. Again, we're interlacing those hands behind the back. We're rolling those shoulders back and down, and you're pressing those hands away from your body. We're opening up our chest here. So if your shoulders tend to round forward, that means that chest muscle has been shortened over time, and we really want to open that up and lengthen it so that we can stretch those muscles out and really retrain the body to lengthen that front instead of lengthening so much on the back side. So, all right, so go ahead and bring those chairs. Again, you're coming to the front of your chair here. Your legs are going to be wide. Let me pull this down a little bit more so you can see me. Perfect. All right, so those legs are going to be wide here. I want you to slowly rotate one foot here to the side. Now, you're not going to be uncomfortable here. If this feels uncomfortable, rotate a little bit less. But what this is doing is opening up that hip flexor. Try to get that 90-degree angle here and here. Gravity is doing its thing, so we don't have to do anything crazy to stretch that out. We're just gonna let this hang here. If you can and your chair is long enough, you can go ahead and place that knee on the ground, but keeping this active stretch, we're opening up that area. You can lean forward a little bit to feel it a little bit more, but we're just gonna hold this for a second. We're gonna see how this feels. If you have tight hip flexors, you're definitely gonna feel this stretch. I'm on the very edge of my chair. If you need to, hold on to the back of that chair for a little bit more support, and we're just gonna be here. Go ahead and breathe. Nice deep breath in your nose, out your mouth. All right, now we're gonna slowly rotate that foot so that foot is placed forward, so you're facing forward. We're gonna take it to our warrior seated chair pose. So you wanna make sure those shoulders are rolled back and down away from your ears. We're bringing one arm forward, one arm back. Trying to keep that 90-degree angle right here. And then reach towards the front here. Shoulders are in alignment. We're not like this, we're right here. All right, and then we're gonna reach back, placing that hand either above or below the knee, reaching that arm over. Now, if you can't get quite that far, that's all right. It's whatever feels good for you. But try to reach so you feel that good stretch in your side. If you can't reach too far, your hand is here on your hip, and you're stretching right there. Deep breaths. Okay, and bringing it forward, elbow come to that front knee. And we're gonna reach that hand overhead, active hand, so nice flexed fingers as you reach towards the front. Good. When I saw you, hold that for just a second. Everyone knew all right, bringing it back to center. Bringing those feet again nice and wide. Coming in the middle, stretching that out. All right, and then we're going to take it to the other side. So again, this side is going to come down, holding on to the back of your chair. For stability, we're trying to get that hip flexor to stretch. So get that 90-degree angle here and here. Let gravity do its thing. Take out the tension right here along the front of that leg. Shoulders are back and down. It should look like you're holding a lunge, but you're sitting in that chair. Again, hold on to the back of the chair so your back doesn't want to round out. Take out that pressure. Deep breaths here. Listening to your message I'm keeping. Good. All right, then we're taking those arms out wide as we rotate that back foot. Again, toe is pointing forward. Shoulders are in alignment. Reach towards the front. Good. Brace your core here. And then when it feels good, you're going to reach back. Again, trying to go above or below that knee. Don't put pressure on your knee. One side might feel like you can get a little bit more of a stretch. That's all right. That's totally normal. And then slowly taking that elbow to the front leg and reaching overhead. Again, flexed active fingers here. Try to keep that chest forward. Don't roll too much down. Good. All right, slowly bringing it back up to that seated position. We're gonna sit on the edge of the chair here. We're gonna allow those hands to come to the knees. We're gonna do some cat-cows, but seated. So we're going to arch our back here. You're gonna bring your chin to your chest, tuck that there, and really round out your back and pull with your hands so you're getting that active stretch. Big inhale, big exhale. Then we're gonna roll those shoulders back. You're gonna keep your hands on your knees and pull to open up that chest. Arch your back here so you feel that stretch. And then as we exhale, we're bringing it back. That cat position, tucked chin. Again, big inhale, arch your back. You can look up towards the sky if it feels good. Pull those knees. And then big exhale, we'll round out the back. One final cow here. Again, active back, opening up those shoulders, that chest. Good. All right, our final stretch here. So we're gonna take that chair. If you have an office chair, you might wanna, that rolls, you might wanna push it up against something, your desk. You can even use your desk for this. We're gonna take it to a few down dogs, but modified with our chair. So you're gonna come into this plank position if you can. If you need to, just go ahead and bring one foot in front of you. That's totally fine if you need that support. But if you can take it to that plank, we're gonna hold it here. We are then going to push those hips up towards the sky, Trying to get our arms towards our ears, and you're gonna feel that stretch in the back of the leg, in the calves, all that good stuff. All right, so we're gonna hold it here for just a second, and while we're here, we're gonna pedal out those feet. So you're gonna try, if you're not wearing shoes, that's a great exercise to really stretch out those toes, stretch out those feet. If you're wearing shoes, just do your best here. Again, trying to push those hips back. Good. If you're in this position, you're just gonna bring that foot up and down. All right, we're really just trying to open up all of that here. All right, then we're gonna come back to our plank position. You try to have those shoulders, hips, knees, and elbows in alignment. You're gonna bring those knees back here. We're gonna go into our modified child's pose. So you wanna try to have your feet planted on the ground here. Hips are bent, pressing back, and press down into those arms so you can feel that stretch in your back. Then inhale through the big exhale. Then coming back to our plank position, we are going to press back to down dog. And then here, if it feels good, I want you to bring one leg up and open up those hips. Taking one foot behind you. Now, if you just want to stay in regular downward dog, just hold it there. But if this feels good, it's a great stretch to open up those hips. We're active here. We're stretching our core. Bring that foot back. Same thing on the other side. If you want to just take it to your plank hold here, you can do that as well. We're going to push back. Bring that other leg back behind you and open up that hip. Your head should be in alignment with your body here. All right, bring that leg back down. Taking it to our down dog, we're gonna come up to our plank. We're gonna bring one foot forward here, and you're gonna feel that nice stretch in your hip flexor on that straight foot. Again, if it's too much for you, you can bend those knees, but try to stay here. Again, deep breaths. All right, let's bring those feet up. We're gonna take it back. Plank, down dog, other foot comes forward. Good. All right, one more time. We're gonna take it to that down dog. Pressing back here, we're gonna pedal out those feet. Nice deep breaths. In through your nose, out through your mouth. Good. All right, and then we're gonna finish with a bit of a rotation here. So we're gonna come back into that stance with one foot forward, one foot back. You're gonna place your arm on your chair. We're gonna reach up. You're feeling the rotation here. As you reach that arm up, trying to have your elbows and shoulders in alignment here. Whatever stance is comfortable for you, trying to get deep into that lunge. If you want a little bit more, you can take that hand behind the back here and open up those shoulders even more. Alright, standing to switch to the other side. That leg comes back, arm forward. Again, you place that arm on the edge of your chair. Other arm comes up overhead. For more of a stretch, you place that hand behind your back and open up your shoulder. Good job. All right, bring it back to the center. We're going to take a seat here in our chair. We're going to take 3 nice deep breaths together here. So feet are straight down. Got that 90-degree angle going on with your legs. We're going to big inhale here. Reach up towards the sky. Exhale. Again, big inhale. Big exhale. One final time. Big inhale. And exhale. As we exhale, we're pressing those hands away from us. We're just going to take it from side to side here. gentle stretch on the neck, and now we're gonna roll to finish it out. Just rolling from one side to the other. One more to each side. And bring it up to center. Shake it out. And you guys are done with this fitness session. How are we feeling? Tell me how you're feeling in the chat. I hope you're feeling good, relaxed, like you got your work done. Amazing. I love that. Yes. And I hope you all feel amazing. Awesome. Yes, relaxed. That's amazing. And you really did get in some good work. Really need those 2 playlists. If you want to follow me on Spotify, I'm Libby Benedict on Spotify. If you want my playlists, they're the cool down and fun workout are the 2 that I have. But I hope you guys have really enjoyed this workout today. Remember not to cross those legs as you're sitting. Remember to keep those shoulders back and down. And throughout your workday, if you're feeling, some pressure in those shoulders, take it to the side, massage the neck, take it to the front, massage the shoulders, do whatever you got to do, but you don't always have to make an appointment with someone. If you're just feeling a little bit of tension, if you're in pain, of course, please go see a doctor or a physical therapist. But if it's just little tweaks here and there, you've actually got the power to make your day so much better by getting fit while you sit and adding in some of these exercises. So does anybody have any questions? Type them in the chat. Otherwise, thank you guys so much for having me today. I have loved spending time with you, and I would love to see you again for another session if you're interested. So definitely let me know. Our social media is at bemorehealthcoaching.com. And then we are also on, Instagram, Facebook, all of that, just at Be More Health Coaching. So again, my name is Libby Benedict. Thank you so much for spending time with me today. And I hope you guys have such an amazing rest of your day. Bye, everybody.